Hey guys, it's Derek with Panhandle Exotics. Today I'm going to talk to you about Kinkajous, which is what this little guy right here is. He's a baby Kinkajou. Um, although they do look very primate-like, they're actually not related at all. They're in the raccoon family. These guys come from Central and South America. Um, they are actually a really, really good pet if you'll put the time in with them. If you don't have a lot of time to give them or the patience, don't get one. It'll be incredibly unbonded with people. It won't be socialized. It will not be a good pet for you. If you do have the time and you're willing to make that commitment to putting time in with them, they'll actually be one of the sweetest pets you've ever had. It's really all in how you raise them. Unfortunately, a lot of them get rehomed over and over again because the original person just doesn't put the time in. You have to get them while they're a baby, and you've got to work with them. You've got to show them what's okay, what's acceptable, and what's not. Teach them to play and that sort of thing, but teach them to do it gently. If you do that, they'll be incredibly sweet. As an adult, they're going to be 17 to 22 inches, up to 7 pounds. They are very intelligent. They are very inquisitive. They're great escape artists. So you've got to be sure that their enclosure is, to the best of your ability, escape proof, and then your house as well. Starting out, you're going to start them out in a very small enclosure, like a small parakeet cage, something like that. Basically, you're going to limit their space. The reason for this is they love to play, jump, climb, things like that, but they're not very good at it yet. As they get older, you're going to give them a bigger and bigger enclosure. But starting out, you want to limit it because what will happen is they'll jump and they'll miss, and they could break their spine, their back, their neck, whatever, and this will help prevent that. Nothing will guarantee that, but it's the safest you can do. So start them out in a small enclosure. As they get bigger, you'll move them to like a medium-sized cage, and as an adult, the best thing you can do is literally their own bedroom, just like it was a primate or something. You have an extra bedroom of your house, that is the best thing you can do. Put some eye hooks into the studs, run plastic chain, ropes, things like that, back and forth. That'll give them things to climb on. You put shelves and stuff hanging up in there, ladders, pouches, just lots of different things, toys and stuff for enrichment. Out in the wild, they do typically stay up high, so you're going to want to give them lots of places that they can do that in captivity as well. You can do that with like hanging up like a 5-gallon bucket. They'll actually love going in that, curling up and sleeping in there, playing whatever, shelves, stuff like that. Different toys, change out their toys so that way they don't get bored with them. It'll keep them stimulated. And then that'll just help keep them from being so destructive if you keep them where their minds are stimulated. In the wild, these guys will eat mostly honey, fruits, little mammals, bugs, things like that. In captivity, we do monkey biscuits. We do a lot of fruit. Sometimes we'll give honey, and then occasionally we'll give protein sources and things like that, like a little bit of chicken or turkey, things like that. Not all, but a big majority of Kinkajous will actually have a very, very bad allergic reaction to strawberries. You can never give them a strawberry. If they do have that reaction, it is actually fatal to them, so don't risk it. It's not worth it. Besides that, the majority of fruits they can have, there's so much these guys can eat. They are a long-term commitment, and they're in captivity. Their average lifespan is actually 23 years. I believe the record is in the 30s. So they're a very long-term commitment on these guys. So be sure that you're willing to put the time in with them. As long as you're going to give them the time that they need, they're going to be a great pet for you. They are nocturnal, so if you go to bed early, they're not a good choice. If you stay up pretty late and you have that time that you're able to commit to them late night, then it can be a really, really good choice for you. One thing that we're often asked is about declawing them or pulling canines, pulling their teeth, things like that. Absolutely not. Honestly, if we think you're going to do that, we're not going to sell one to you because it's one of the stupidest things you can do. Even just pulling their canines can throw off the alignment of their other teeth, which will mean that their other teeth will have to get pulled, basically meaning that they're going to be forced into a lifelong of baby food and things like that, and it's not fair to them. If you're scared of getting bit, don't have one. In fact, don't have any pet. Anything with teeth can bite. It's just all in how you raise them. You just have to let them know from early on what's acceptable behavior and what's not. When they get carried away, when they're playing too rough, that sort of thing, you got to stop them, make them calm down. Work with them from early on and just teach them. I mean, they'll be one of the sweetest, loving pets you've ever had if you raise them properly. Also, with that being said, females cycle, males have testosterone. Either way, I would suggest getting them spayed or neutered before they hit maturity because this will help significantly with that. I hope that this has helped answer your questions on these guys. If you have any other questions, or if you're interested in this little guy, feel free to come by the store or give us a call. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and download our free app at panhandleexoticsapp.com or from the App Store. Thank you.